Alright, just say the word.
And we are live.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Hello.
Your mic is coming up.
Okay, good. So, sorry about that, guys. We literally recorded 10 minutes of me speaking to myself. Not the first time, won't be the last time.
Good lord. Yay!
Oh my god. But, it's good to see everybody. And I'm glad to be back. We're all glad to be back, and welcome to Legion. I am your Dungeon Master, Xenarus, and I'm here with Rory and with Wilbur.
Hello.
And right now we're waiting on two of our intrepid adventurers. We're out doing real life things and professional stuff, so we're kind of waiting on them for a moment. But while we did that, we wanted to kind of come back in and get in touch with you guys and just see how you were all doing, and also, you know, let you guys know my sister's wedding went really well. Andrea and her partner Yadi got married, and it was really pretty. I will show you pictures, but my sister's violently private, so I will not be doing that because she would be very, very upset with me. As a matter of fact, I was told that I am not allowed to show her on the internet. So I'm going to follow her wishes and not do that, so I don't get beat up. Well, a few things. We now have Francisco. Will you show them?
Show them the beautifulness.
Whoop.
Business cards. Oh, with a MAHA in front. So we have decided to become real boys and girls and go out there and go and show a little bit of our business forte and go and let people know that we're out there looking for. So yeah, it's this is one of the ways that people can get in touch with us and be able to go and know us in certain medias and things like that, and be able to just start to venture out into the real world of what we're trying to do. I like them. I think they're actually really funky. I was not expecting them to come out as pretty as they did, but they're great. So
I ordered the smallest amount, so that way.
Oh, good lord.
Well, the smallest amount, quote unquote. So we could divide them in between all of us. That way, when things were finally live, we could actually revamp it.
So my question is, when is it as the small amount like it is with business cards for actual businesses? Because they ordered my cards for my job, and I got 500 of them, and that was the smallest amount that they gave.
500.
Yep.
Wait.
Another 500. Another 500. Another 500.
So that's
The last 500.
2,500 cards total?
For $30.
That's a lot of cards. Okay.
Well, I've been dealing with Vistaprint for some time now, and they give such amazing discounts to me. So I'm just like, okay, fine, I'll take it. Yep. And then show him this. Show him this beautifulness. I made these up.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta hold it up to the camera for him to see. So these are my little pads that I have that I can do every day, and I made another one that's coming that'll be even more customized to our trainers, because we have a trainer. Leo is our trainer.
MAHA, as you know her, or they, as you know them, is our trainer. MAHA has actually helped me to lose now about 50 or 48 pounds, I believe. In total, I have lost. Thank you. In total, I have lost 115. I have
amazing.
another 100 to go. I am at 309, ladies and gentlemen. 309.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay, because I used to be at 425. Very, 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 very.
You might not be able to
I
tell on
have
camera,
these
but Daniel is thick.
Yeah, she was a thick boy.
He's still thick.
I
Yes.
still think, but
Even
trying
when
to get
you're
healthy.
thin, you're gonna be a thick boy at heart. We know
Yeah,
it.
Oh no, you're
Yeah,
healthy thick though.
yeah, and also like to all of our viewers, it is totally awesome to be thick. It is totally great to be thick, but be healthy. Because I was not healthy. I had a really, really bad eating habits. I pretty much had an eating disorder. I was, no, you know what? Not pretty
Me
much. I had an
too.
eating disorder. I was binge eating. I would eat when I was happy. I would eat when I was sad. I would eat to celebrate. I would eat to feel better. I would eat when I was bored. I would eat when I was lonely. And that's just, and it got to the point that I developed something called diverticulitis. and for all of you out there that are very, very young and have no idea what that is, when you hit your 30s, you can develop small little pouches inside of your lower intestine.
Delicious.
Diverticulitis is when one of these pouches pop, and it can cause a small hole in your intestine. Excuse me, I wound up in the hospital twice because of that. And the second time, I thought I was going to die. It was really, really unpleasant. So kind of made a decision to go and get myself together and do better. And got into therapy, which therapy is great, and I think all of you guys should do it. And it's helped. It's helped a lot, and I think I'm in better mental, physical, and spiritual health now than I've ever been. And that's saying something because I'm 35, although I may not look it.
Definitely not.
That's if you guys can see all the grays. Well, actually, there's a little bit of gray down here. Yeah, no, I'm older than what I look.
Oh no, grays are fine. I mean, grays are how you become a DILF, so it's all good.
Yeah.
True. And I do want to become a DILF. So, do we have anyone in the chat?
We do have 62 Grammel here.
Hey, Grammel.
Hello.
How are you?
And
It's good to see you.
I was actually thinking, since Leo is not here and Yossi is not here yet, we could always do a little one-off adventure in the town, like just break away.
I mean, we could. Now, one thing that I was going to go and mention, you're in kind of the important part. I don't know if I want to go and take you out of where you are.
That's fair.
Fair.
But I promise they are on their way, and we will make it work. But Grandma, how you been? I hope that everything's going okay. I'm really itchy. My skin is dry from the weather. But what was I gonna say? Oh, just reminding everybody that we're gonna be doing readings in Moby Dick, and also, I haven't had a chance to speak to my other Legionnaires about this, but I have a friend who is studying their PhD in anthropology, and he writes short stories, and they're horror stories.
Ooh.
And he has reached out to me to go and ask if maybe, just maybe, we can go and give a reading of some of his stuff. And I thought that it'd be kind of fun to go and actually have like an original work from someone and have it get out there, and have Francisco and I maybe sit down and read some spooky stuff, because I do love a good spooky story.
Oh heck yes.
I love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely, yes.
And he's excited. He writes a lot of psychological terror type things and all that. And as an anthropologist, I'm totally I can appreciate that. But and what some of you may not know, I'm a biologist myself. And a lifetime ago, I've never studied. I mean, I studied, but I never worked in biology. I have a degree in biology with a minor in chemistry. I actually graduated summa cum laude, and not once have I worked in a lab.
And I have an unfinished psychology degree, so.
I have a visual fine arts degree, so if you know anyone that needs a rendition of an oil painting, give me a call. Because no one hires those anymore.
It's hard out there. It's hard out there to go and get into the field that you study, that you kind of want to be into.
So competitive.
Right now I work in HR, and I've been doing that for the past few months. And before that it was retail, and before that it was politics in my home country. I'm so tired. Francisco and I have been friends since we were in high school. I've known Francisco now for 16 years.
Let's see. Yeah, because I was like 16 when we met, so yeah, that sounds about right.
You know Francisco now for 16 years. I know M now for 7, 8.
No, not that long.
So 5 years.
Wow,
5 years?
Because we moved, actually 4 years, I think.
No, mentira. You sure?
We've only been in South Carolina for 5 years. I think we came down and visited you.
Yeah, because we
first year or the
first or second year.
I'm so sorry, guys. My brain does not work well with dates, so it's one of those.
No, it's what I remember is that we were here for the Trump election. That's why I remember. That's why I remember how long we've been here.
What an odd thing to be the marker of. Oh, jeez. That was something. Mm. But as we're sitting here waiting, is there any questions that anyone has? And we can maybe go and recap a little bit to go and get everybody. I would have to recap again when everybody showed up.
I just received a message. Yossi is not going to be able to come. He had an emergency with his family.
Everything all right?
It should be. We will see.
Well, sorry about that, everyone. It's one of those things. So real life happens, and you can't go off about anybody. But
We'll just have to take it out of his wages.
we'll get that money one way or the other.
Hold up, y'all getting paid?
Y'all getting paid?
I know I spend more money than I get on this.
For now.
Oh. Hi, Daniel.
Oh, and if you guys are wondering, I waxed my eyebrow.
Is that why they're looking so fierce today?
So sharp.
Yes. I had to trim down my beard because I was looking like a madman. I don't do well with loose hairs.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Well,
Yeah, I think.
with Leo not here yet, shall we transition to playing a different game?
Nani?
I want to play the forest.
Well, I don't want to go and leave people in the dust. But we'll give it a few minutes.
Okay.
We'll give it at least a few minutes. Yeah. But
Look at
is
you
anyone else in
being
the
all
chat?
responsible. No one else has responded yet.
Okay. Oh. Oh, I got a new coffee cup. Did I show you guys?
Yes. Yeah.
Let me get it for the.
Yes, show Grandma. She'll love it. Or she, he, they, them. What is your pronouns,
We're
We're
Grandma?
not sure.
Equipment and break my head.
We are unaware of your gender, Grandma. Well, if we're comparing coffee mugs, I'm gonna get my favorite coffee mug.
Ooh, yes, you should.
I will.
We heard back from Grammel. Grammel is male. He, him is his pronouns.
Good to know.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
We heard back
Grammel.
from Grammel. Grammel is male. He goes with he and him. Mystery
Hello,
solved.
Fantastic. We are the world's okayest dungeon master, and that's a 10 there.
That's not true at all.
You're more than okay, my man.
Yes. Oh, Grammel agrees.
Did the grandma agree?
He says lies.
There you go. And I just have this nice polite mug that says, have a great day.
Oh, I like that.
It's very nice.
Oh my. Oh, guys. So
Nothing odd about that mug at all.
Nothing
I
at
wasn't
all.
expecting that. What happened? I'm not. Have you guys ever seen a little bit of my house? This is the piano that I still teach myself how to play because I kind of suck at it still. And I have art on probably every single wall in my home.
He doesn't live in a home. He lives in an art museum.
Basically, yeah.
I really like art on the walls. Like
The cat allows him to stay.
Yeah, it makes me feel nice when I wake up and I see all of it. So I want more pictures of my cat, which is something I've been thinking about. So talking about D&D for a moment.
Yes.
What are your guys' plans, really? Do you have a plan?
Currently, go through all the tests.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling we're going to uncover stuff there.
It really depends. I don't know, because Ronan wants Rory to get out of this. So it depends a lot on our conversation. But I feel like her with a child on her hips, like swinging a sword, I could totally see her doing that Viking style.
Very lone wolf and cub.
Ooh.
Old school manga for those of you out there.
So, I don't know. I'm really falling in love with Rory. I did not love her in the beginning.
That happens. There are a few characters that I think I've made that I have loved right off the bat, except for Teardrop, who is a water genasi pirate that I made for Emily's game. She talks a little bit like this, and she's a proper cunt. She really is. She's a real bastard. But she's also not the brightest of people in the world, so she's got that going for her.
She's also one of the most caring too, I'd say, because how she was with Bear and
Sweet.
She was she was like the scoundrel with a heart of gold,
Yeah.
I think it's I always go and say there's a and keep in mind that this chat and everyone else that's watching, it's okay to be an asshole just as long as you're funny and you're not boring.
Mm-hmm.
When you're boring and you're not funny, you just look stupid. So it's just one of those things that you can be mean, but don't be mean spirited. Like don't always hit low. Like go for hit high. Make fun of the people that you can get in danger of making fun of, because those are the people that we're making fun of.
Yeah.
Always punch up.
Always punch up. There you go. Punch up. Don't punch down. My hands. So my hands are thinner now that I lost weight. I don't know how to feel.
Yes.
Oh God. Is your ring still going flying willy-nilly?
Yeah. So,
There you go.
I'm so scared my wedding ring is just going to slip right off. So, like, normally I would keep my hands out, like, when in the car driving, like, kind of playing with the wind. And so now I'm, like, terrified to do that.
Get out of the habit now.
But, so what I was going to tell you is that I do want you guys to kind of take a second and go and think about where you are. Where you want the group to head, because now will be pinnacle moments. A lot of the things that are going to happen in Castle Windsor will be things that are going to guide you for the rest of your journey here with us in Legion. So, it's
I know our goals were to head to the sister city before heading to the Underdark.
Helena, yeah. And well, there's a few things. You don't know what's going on with the numbers, and for those of you who are not in the know, the numbers are some of our main villains, and well, at least for the story arc anyways. And we also have the new acquisition of Lord Windsor, who's not really a villain, just a very odd man. I say as I make him do villainous things.
and then we discovered the horrible dungeon in his basement. Son of a bitch!
The dungeon filled with people and bodies and things. I do want you all to know that I practice voices in my drive to work. I have an hour drive to work every day. So,
relatable.
I'm waiting for the day that I get stopped by a cop and I answer in a voice that's not mine. And then I'm gonna have to explain as to why I don't talk like that anymore. I've been trying to perfect the villain voice for the past 2 weeks, and I think I got it finally. And I was cackling it with it as I was driving, and I'm just like, what are you doing? There's gonna come a moment that you're gonna park and someone's gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with that guy?
Oh God. I'm just imagining you getting pulled over and you start talking like frickin' Elizabeth at the cop. Like, you know what I stopped doing? What won't you tell me a right proper
Just, well, I can't even be in my own fucking automobile now. I see where it is. I see what your types do. I see, you bastard. Yeah, right, bastard.
I can only imagine, because one of my favorite voices to do, and I have no reason to use it, is my old-timey 1930s radio host voice.
I love that.
Can you imagine a cop pulling me over like, "Son, do you know why I stopped you?" "Why, sir, I will have to let you know that I believe I was speeding in this intersection right here across and taking an illegal left turn. Yes, sir, Bob."
Oh, the announcer voices. I
have no reason to use that voice, but I love doing it.
like that voice. By the way, and for the chat also to go know, I'm trying to avoid becoming a dice goblin, but it's becoming a little bit hard because I've been seeing some sets that I really, really like, and I don't want to spend $40 on dice, but I'm about to.
Oh no, Emily is Dice Goblin. Check this out.
He's my container of dice.
Formerly a Costco container of pork rinds.
I have them each in containers.
Each little individual container is a dice set.
Have you ever counted how many you have?
Yes, but I forget.
Besides, goblins don't count. Don't be silly.
Goblins don't count. He just hard.
Goblins count to 4. 1, 4. Speaking of which, I'm trying to show off. I got my Vampire Masquerade dice somewhere.
Right here.
Because that's one thing I would like to play sometime. Maybe on stream, I don't know, but I got Vampire Masquerade dice.
Is that something that you guys would ever be interested in seeing us play, Vampire the Masquerade?
Yes.
I've always kind of been intrigued by it, but I noticed a lot of political intrigue and things like that, and I tried to bring that into the game that we play now, but it's a lot more role-playing than anything else.
And
it is.
I'm not sure if that's
you need a certain type of player.
No, that would be amazing. Like, you would be amazing at GMing.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, you really need a certain type of player for that too.
Yeah.
I was gonna go and say, but I mean, I'm always down to try something a little bit different. I have noticed that I don't do futuristic games very well, so I stay in my lane. And
well, you can always do Victorian England.
Yeah.
Why not?
Like, no, they actually have. Depending on what edition you're playing, they have settings for you to play in Victorian England, medieval times, all the way back to friggin' ancient Rome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that reminded me of Epic Rap Battles of History with Jack the Ripper and Hannibal like that.
In theory, you could.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if I've ever told this to the chat, and I think some of my players know. I am fascinated by cryptids. Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, the Jersey Devil, things like that. I think that they're great. And I cannot explain to all of you why. I just wanted to share that real quick because I think cryptids are great. And I would totally meet a Bigfoot if I could. I don't know if I would want to do it in the wild because I feel like he'd probably pick me up and beat me with his massive trunk arm. But
That's
I don't
awfully
know.
Racist of you to say that.
And believe it or not,
Could be very nice.
stuff like that is part of the reason why I think you would be good at a Vampire Masquerade or such. Because like in the world of Vampire, Baba Yaga is a Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. So for those of you who don't know, the Nosferatu are a vampire clan that look like the silent movie vampire. Long nose, they're really bad teeth, long ears, and large eyes. And which, for me, really my favorite vampire. I have a. I like things that are hideous. It's terrible. I think that hideous things are great. Monsters should be beautiful in their hideous grotesqueness. That you look at them and feel that you see something almost human, and then you completely lose it in whatever's in there. Because monsters should be monsters, unless they're people.
Agreed.
Then they're monsters. Then it's a whole different thing.
Viewers are popping in, so I'm addressing them. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see everyone. We're running a little bit late. We do have a player that is doing some real life things right now. We're giving her a little bit of time. We're going to give it until about 8 o'clock, and we're just kind of sitting here and talking with everybody, allowing us to be your background.
Yeah, this is like our fireside chat stream until until further notice.
Yeah.
So if any of you have any questions, please feel free to go and ask, or if you would like us to go and try anything new, you can go and mention it as well. Just kind of hang with us for a second and listen to my voice as we sit down and relax.
Do you want to know Rory's favorite food? Feel free to ask. What is Rory's favorite food now that I brought it up?
Fruit. I'm gonna go with fruit just because Ronan's
Lots of fruit.
always having fruit around. I'm gonna say that.
Ronan does like fruit. He is very partial towards grapes.
Aww.
It's just a thing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's how I envision the man in my head.
You okay there?
Oh no, I have a tan line.
That's what
serious?
Florida did it to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting old man hands, guys. I'm starting to see the veins in my hands. I don't know how to feel about that.
We've met, or I have not met. I have heard of your soul child. I can't talk. I have met a child that shares a part of the soul with you.
Oh my God, I forgot about this kid.
This kid, he is 7 years old. He will walk up to a grown-ass adult and be like, "What kind of hard-bottom shoes you got on?" And the guy will be like, "Oh, it's this brand." And he goes, "That's a good brand. That is a very good brand of shoe right there." He wears suits. He wears bow ties. He wears jewelry. He is decked up to the nines.
It's your lost child, Daniel. Please collect him.
No, my boy. They've taken my boy. I don't do it much for the stream there, but for those of you who do not know me in person, I do not own a pair of jeans. I actually wear slacks, formal trousers quite often, button shirts. I collect ties. I own 136 at this moment.
You little
joke.
goblin.
You're a tie
Yeah,
goblin.
that's definitely my little hoard. I could probably go and make like a little nest out of them and just kind of hang out with them. I really like pins. I think that pins are really fun. I learned how to use a straight edge razor when I was a younger man. I'm fascinated by gentleman culture, the sartorial bit of it all.
Well, your long lost child is out there doing the exact same thing. Like, he wants to shave, and his mom, Dominique, is like, "You are not shaving a single hair on your body." She's like, "I need some deodorant," and she's like, "You don't even smell."
He's a baby.
And he's like, "I need to smell good, Mom. I need to smell good." And he wanted cologne. So she's like, "I'm not buying you cologne. I'll get you some whatchamacallit, oils, natural oils." And he's like, "Yeah."
That's not bad. I feel like that's a fair little divide in between. I'm also probably the most perfumed man I know. Just throwing that out there to you guys.
That'll be fun.
I'm very partial to a perfume I'm using. I feel that a man at the age of 30 should have a signature scent. A scent that when a lover or a friend smells, they automatically think of them. Right now, mine is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. But I've used quite a few. I'm very intrigued by perfume. Getting the essence of something to go and make something else out of it. I think a lot of that goes into what we do as gaming as well. I like to see the metamorphosis of things. I like to see things transform into other things. Player characters evolve into who they're really meant to be or what they're meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
I am very much about watching the evolution of a person in real life as well. I like to people watch. I think that people are fascinating, and I like big groups of people, and I like noise and things like that. It's gotten weirder now with COVID, I am definitely one of those people that are very weird about not having social interactions. So
Yeah.
I'm learning to adapt, and I don't know if any of you guys are going through that, but it's rough.
Any fellow
It's
extroverts
rough.
in the audience?
It's just silence. It's just a nah.
Entertain us.
Meanwhile, I'm like, hey, I like you people, but you're exhausting. Please leave me alone now.
Yeah, that happens. And it's I don't know. I guess I personally, I've always liked to get to know folks, and I like to, I like people to be honest and to go and say the things that they don't want to say out loud, to hear people's secrets. I'm very much, um, oh, I don't know. I want to inspire people to go and be honest with themselves when they speak to me as well. I don't know. I have no. Why am I sharing all this with all of you people? None of you guys want to hear all this nonsense. What am I doing?
Somebody give this man a Dos Equis, because he's the most interesting man.
I don't know. It's just I feel that life is very short, and I feel that it's important for us to get out there and to meet new people and to do new things. And it's okay not to do that all the time. You can do it if you can do it. Like all of you have met us, and we feel that we've met you, and it's very exciting. I get so excited when I get to come on here on Thursdays to go and be stupid in front of all you guys, and to see similar faces and people that we've seen before, and just interact with all of you. I like it. It's a little odd because I worry a lot because I am not perfect when it comes to rules and stuff like that. So I know that might be one or two times that we got to watch her just say, "Type of bullshit game is this man running out?" and for that I'm sorry, because there are moments that I don't know what I'm doing, but there are moments that I'm pretty rock solid. Uh, if you guys ever get a chance to go and watch another D&D game show type jam, Dimension 20 is really fun. They actually really have some really fun stuff that they're going to do, which I really like. Critical Role, which everybody knows.
Yeah.
But they seem like really sweet people too, so that's always nice.
Also to plug the Lucky Die,
I was about to say.
you meet in a tavern.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yes.
And the Lucky Die have this really awesome mascot, which I actually got one of their miniatures of.
Skulliver.
Skulliver. So if you got, if any Lucky Die people are in the audience, hi, we love you.
There's by the way, and this is completely off topic, but do any of our watchers watch Welcome to Night Vale or listen to Welcome to Night Vale? Is this still going on? I haven't watched it so long, but listen to it.
I think it is, but I got so much other stuff going on. I've kind of reprioritized my podcast lately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. That is fair. It's been a minute since I've heard it. I do miss his stuff. And his velvety voice. Oh, I love that man's voice. It's absolutely fantastic. I got a chance to see them live when they were in Atlanta, which was a lot of fun too.
Ooh, that must have been great.
And I also got a chance to see Latrice Royale, the drag queen, live in Atlanta.
Ooh.
She's amazing. Oh my God. I just want to hug Latrice, and I want her to tell me that everything's gonna be okay, and that Jesus is a biscuit, and he's just gonna sop it up. It's just like, yes, oh Latrice, I love you.
Did you and Miggy go?
Actually, no. I went with my drag queen friend Martin. Which a lot of you may not know. I was very fortunate when I came to Georgia, and I lived with two burlesque performers when I first arrived here, and I got a chance to just kind of see a lot of what was going on here in the scene, and it was really nice. I learned how to rhinestone. There's so much rhinestoning in burlesque. Oh my gosh, so much hot glue and hodgepodge.
I can't even imagine.
But it was really sweet, and that's I got to meet a lot of the Effie's Follies girls and stuff like that, and we got to have dinner and all that, and got to see how people kind of work out a lot of their inner turmoil. performing and everything. That's really cool because I don't have I don't have that much courage. I just don't. In my mind, it's like, yeah, I could do that. No.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt
I
that.
think, well, it's funny because I never thought I would be able to do any stage performances, but I performed improv for like just over a year or something like that.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And he was a little diva queen, like.
Oh yeah, I didn't think I would be, but I'm a freaking spotlight whore. So
Good for you. Good for you. We attention whores deserve our attention. Attention. Attention.
which is odd because, like I said, kind of like I alluded to earlier. Normally, when I'm walking around, I'm like, I have my podcast on. Please do not speak to me right now. I'm going to be alone.
I have noticed as I've gotten older, because again I'm old as balls. A lot of younger people will go and wear their headphones now, and just kind of walk around that way. And I wonder sometimes is if it's like if they just really just want to be left alone, if they just don't want to kind of deal with the world that's going on, or if they're just kind of chilling and just don't.
Also, it's being taught as a coping mechanism for children in schools if they have anxiety issues to use headphones.
Oh. Kind of like to center themselves as well.
Yeah, so it cuts out the outside world, so it's not as big and scary.
And speaking as somebody who wears headphones like pretty much all the time at one of my jobs, it's that I am like an obsessive reader, and I love learning and information, and podcasts are just a fantastic way to do that as I'm going about my day. Like, there's only so much time in the day I can dedicate to reading or what have you, so walk around, do my thing, mop a floor while listening to an audiobook, and it's great.
I like that though. Is anyone reading anything new lately? I just finished a book called Single on Purpose by Dr. Kidd. Actually, a really good book.
I can't talk too much about the book I just finished reading.
You can give a very basic.
All I can say is that the title of the book is Tampa by I forget her first name. Her last name is Nutting. I'm only gonna say, because of where our platform we are on, all I can say is imagine a modernized, gender swapped Lolita. And if you've read the book, you can understand why I can't talk too much about that.
That book gave me the heebie-jeebies, Lolita.
Good, you actually understood it.
Humphrey Humphreys is not a nice person.
No.
That book, and it's romanticized really hardcore too, which is even more awkward. It's just like, I don't know if you want to make that. I'm not sure if that's romantic. What else was that? Oh, I've also been reading a little bit of anthropology. There's an anthropologist by the name of Ashley Montague. There we go, Montague, and he has a book called The Cultured Gentleman, which talks about that an educated man is not a cultured man, and a cultured man is not an educated man, but they can be both. But you can't automatically distinguish one from the other. So he has little quizzes inside this book that you can kind of go through to learn a little bit more about it, which I think is fun. Have we heard anything from anyone else?
No.
Let me hop on my phone real quick, because I'm professional. I go on my phone on air.
Yay!
I've got the stream open and no word as of yet.
All quiet.
All is quiet.
I mean, I've enjoyed talking to all of them, and for what it is, you seem to have people that are actually listening.
Hey, and feel free to talk back at us. Like, tell us about whatever you want. Really, like I said, this is our fireside chat.
Or tell us about your day. Tell us about what you've been up to. What are your plans the next few days? What are your plans for Valentine's Day? Would you like one of us to be your Valentine, which would be actually very sweet.
Daniel speaking for himself. Emily and I are very much happily married.
Oh, dude, forgive me.
So,
I actually really do like Valentine's Day. I think it's a really nifty holiday. But from my understanding, St. Valentine's was beheaded, wasn't it?
yep.
Yep.
And the in the traditional Catholic belief, February 14th is commemorating his execution.
Yep.
Or sorry, to use Catholic lingo, his martyrdom.
Because, nothing says martyrdom like hearts and chocolate
Blood.
bunnies. Although blood really is painful sometimes.
Yeah, I'm rusty on
For
the
sure.
details. I think his whole deal is that he was marrying people without government permission.
Well, also he united the religion, the Catholicism with Celtic religion.
Oh no, that was St. Patrick.
Oh, that was St. Patrick. That's right.
Oh, that's St. Patrick, and that's not Valentine.
I got them
But,
mixed up. I know nothing about St. Valentine's then.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
Daniel and I
I
grew up in
don't
Puerto
know.
Rico, which is a Catholic country.
Yeah, the whole confession, baptism, and catechism, communion, all that good stuff. And when you do a catechism, you're supposed to go and pick a name, which is the name that only you will know, with you and your higher power. I picked the name of a gambler. I thought that was fun. I as odd as it has been, I really wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy playing D&D online as much as I have. But it's actually been a lot of fun getting to do these different things and getting to use stats and things like that.
Yes.
Because I've always been really fascinated with doing really large 3D map type things, but they're so expensive.
Yeah.
And I frankly don't have the technical skills to go and do all those things by hand, so I would probably have to go and buy all of that. And since I am not trying to go and sell my body for for paint and foam pieces, it's D&D can be an expensive habit.
Yes.
Role playing in general can be an expensive habit.
Oh, if you think that's bad, I'm thinking about getting into Warhammer.
That I don't.
Yeah.
That's so expensive. That is so expensive. I've never seen anything like that. There's like 2 figurines that are $40, and they're this big, and just like, oh my god, why is that so expensive and it's not painted?
There's ways around it.
Oh. I would be that guy. I would have the cheapest looking stuff.
Well, not even. You just hit up eBay.
I mean,
Just buy the army off of some dude that's getting out of the hobby and they're trying to cash out.
man. Beginning, I'm trying to kick back on coffee a little bit, so I'm not drinking it right now.
Good job.
I want some so bad. I'm in desire of it. I'm in need of it.
I can relate.
So for those of you who are coming in now, we're still waiting on one of our players. I'm waiting to go see if they're finishing up with the professional things. They're having a meeting at the moment, so we're just kind of working with that. And, Yossi will not be making it tonight. He's busy doing some other stuff. So. But which happens, and any of you who have played D&D, you will go and know quite well that there are moments that you just cannot get a group schedule together to go and play.
True story.
Are any of our players actually? Forgive me. Are any of our watchers playing pen and paper right now, or is everybody still doing the computer thing like we are? I'm kind of interested in hearing about that. You can see if there's anyone that's like able to sit down with a group and do that.
We have a very shy audience. We have 15 viewers. We see you watching. We'd love to hear from you.
Mm-hmm. No, feel free to chime in. This conversation does not exclude you.
Exactly.
It is. You are always present in our time. We always want to hear from you, and you feel free to go and say hi. What you're doing, or if you're drinking any coffee or tea, because I would like to live vicariously through you. I was in dire need of caffeine. It's so bad.
So are you just giving up coffee, or are you giving up caffeine?
Oh no, it's caffeine is my weapon of choice. So I'm trying to pull away from her. She's not good for me. No matter how much I try to make it sound like she isn't. She's a
Yes.
bad girl. She's a bad lady. And it wasn't always like that though. Like I used to be able to go a whole day without, and then there were moments now that's just like, why why did I not drink that coffee? If I don't drink this, I'm going to die. So I'm working on it.
Excuse me.
Um, Smoking cigarettes is probably the worst one, which I've actually stopped,
Woo!
and
That's awesome.
I hate it.
How long have you been off now?
I don't even know anymore, but I know that it's done, and it sucks. No, don't clap to that. No one clap to this.
I'm so proud of you.
No one clapped to this. I hate it, but yeah,
Are you doing?
it was about time.
Are you doing in nicotine patches or?
No, just done.
That's hard.
It is. I feel like if though I'm going to curl up and eat someone, I'm trying to be good. Um, and for what it is, it's. I don't know if it's the nicotine or if it's just the sensation of the smoke or what it is or that I'm so fascinated by them. I guess maybe I just like tobacco, which is not good because I like my teeth and I'm trying to keep them too. So that's another thing. Which take care of your teeth, kids. Go to the dentist, please, because as you get older, your teeth start to do funny stuff.
Yes.
And I'm just warning you, don't let that happen.
Only brush the teeth you want to keep.
Oh God, what was that?
Sound like a phone.
Oh, sorry about that. That's
Yeah, my mom would always say that. Only brush the teeth you want to keep, and then that would terrify me, and then I would go and brush all of my teeth.
See my smart ass as a little kid would be like, okay.
One tooth.
This my favorite tooth right
It's
here.
I only need that one. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep this tooth real shiny and clean for you, Grandma.
Only be eating chili for the rest of my life.
I do not want to eat chili for the rest of my life. That sounds
Well,
terrible.
you also got pudding.
It really does sound terrible.
I do like pudding though. I think that pudding is pretty great. And just to go and show all of you that I am a little bit older than what you think, I like tapioca. If you haven't had a good tapioca, you probably have doubts on what I'm saying right now. But I promise,
Mm-hmm.
it's good. It's actually really really good. You're gonna lynch me. You're gonna beat me by my ankles. Just lynch me up by my ankles and just beat me like I'll take you. I also like vanilla pudding, but I do like chocolate. I'm just a fat girl. Deep down inside, no matter how much weight I lose, which is okay. Because I would do terrible, terrible things for a piece of cheesecake right now. I wouldn't even want the camera to watch because I feel like if all of you would see a side of me that I don't want other people to know about. Daniel, stop! You're dying. I need it.
Ah.
I don't know. Do we continue?
I think we should call it.
Yeah, I was going to say Madam Director because Emily is like our unofficial director.
I mean, we aren't going to be able to deliver anything to our viewers other than just chatting content, which we appreciate you guys sticking around.
Yeah, we do. We appreciate you. We love you all.
But we've been dropping viewers. We're down to 7 viewers, so I do
6 now.
believe... Oh, 6 now? So I do believe that people are joining in, seeing that we're not actually playing D&D, and they're like, yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
Which is fair.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. Well, we will go and reschedule. And hopefully we will all be here next Thursday. We can all go and sit down with each other and go and do the thing. I hope that all of you are having a good night. And that you enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you for those of you who have stuck it out with us for a little bit of time that you were here.
And before we do sign out, just a quick little rundown of our shows, because we do have a couple of new ones coming up. Just a reminder, Tuesdays at 3:45,
Yep.
Emily will be making maps for y'all to watch, see how she makes maps. She does amazing work. The one you're looking at was made by her. Thursdays, as you know, is our Legion actual play. Sundays, coming soon, A Sip of Xanaris will be returning with Moby Dick. Saturdays, you can listen to me reading Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and Matanzo Speaks. And I'm cheating, folks. I'm totally reading the business card right now because I'm terrible. And starting pending start not tomorrow but next Friday, you can tune in with me on the B list, where I'll be playing low budget, under the radar, cheaply made games. Hopefully they're terrible and we can all have a laugh. And am I missing anybody?
Two others.
They're not here on this card.
Watch Us Die is...
Oh, that was on the card I like.
That was on the card. Watch Us Die, we will be playing games. If you tuned in I think it was last Saturday. Or no, it was last Friday, I think.
Yeah,
Which, by the way,
it was a bit
now that we're
impromptu.
mentioning that, I am so sorry for anyone that saw that and saw my insane face.
Yeah,
throughout that whole thing.
Daniel plays intense. He's like,
I hyper-focused so bad. I am so sorry. I look back at that video and I'm like, are you even breathing right now?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I follow the Johnny Depp rule when it comes to this sort of thing. Like, I never watch myself, because that'll just be down in itself.
Yeah. But I have to admit, Daniel, you were the funniest. Like, we were off doing stuff and we're like, where's Daniel? We haven't heard from him. And we hear all of, what are you looking at? What are you like, this crazy old man and his tortoiseshell water and his gardens.
So Daniel basically turned into himself as an old man.
Yes.
We know what Daniel would sound like in a castaway situation.
It was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just that like nobody was getting any type of resources.
We were getting resources. What are you talking about?
We were being worker bees.
We were busy.
But anyway, on that note,
I built a boathouse. Thank you very much.
that was
With
not
the
connected.
logs that I had pre-cut.
Not all of them, but the majority.
So this level of
Yes.
professionalism is what you can expect from us, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all genders.
Right, yes, but on occasionally we'll be playing Watch Us Die. If you tuned in, then you got to see our friend Grim. He kept us from dying, so...
He was very good at keeping us from dying.
Very good at keeping us from dying. And then also a new show coming soon once Leo has their computer fixed.
Yes.
MAHA Mondays, where you can watch along as Leo plays Minecraft and other games on their computer. So, thank you guys. Oh my, Daniel's a vampire.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much, and we
Thank
will.
you. Thank you for your
see you
patience. You'll see.
next Thursday. Hopefully,
Yes.
everything was able to kind of align itself properly.
Yes.
Have a good night and be safe.
Wash your hands.
Wash your
Wash your hands.
hands.
Social distance.